Aloha everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Kasie. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Join my little ohana that I have here. Please don't mind my hair. I did a tutorial on curling it earlier and it was nice. But I had my hair up in a bun all day because it's like super windy outside, so it's kind of messed up a little. And yeah, my hair's so long, the curls just fell. But yeah, don't mind it. Let's just move along. Before I get started, I do want to mention that my friend here on YouTube, her name is Ebony. Her tag name is BeatbyLeMae. She is my boo. I love her so much. We have gotten so close here on YouTube, and we were following each other for a while actually on Instagram. So we decided to tag each other because why not, right? This is the military spouse tag, and I figured it would be kind of fun to come on here and do it. Maybe you guys will learn a little bit about me, and yeah, let's just jump right into the questions. Question number one. How did you and your military member meet? We met at a barracks party of all things. My friends invited me to a party. His friend invited him to the same party. He was talking to his friend and he was smiling and he was staring at me, and I asked him to dance, but he had a bet going on that he had to be gay or whatever, and his name was not even his real name that he told me. But anyway, yeah, so that's how we met, and then we found each other on Facebook, exchanged numbers, and then it just kind of built from there. And a year later, I was talking to one of his friends. We were already dating, and I was talking to his friend. I was like, you remember that night that we all met? And he was like, oh yeah, for sure. And I was like, what were you and Jake talking about? Because I remember you guys were just smiling and staring at me. And he was like, oh yeah, he was pretty much just telling me that you were going to be his one day. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess, you know, he's a man that gets what he wants. Okay, question number two. How old were you when you two met? I believe I was 20, so he just turned 22. I think. I hope I'm getting this right. For sure, I was 20. How long have you guys been together? We have been together a total of... Oh my gosh, he'd be so mad if he watched this. Hold on. Okay, a little over 6 years. We started dating in 2011. I lied. Yeah, actually, yeah, a little over 6 years, going on 7. We've been married for 5 years, going on 6. Where are you and your spouse originally from? I'm from Hawaii. He is from Guam. I'm the Hawaiian and he's the Chamorro. Every time somebody sees like all his Chamorro stickers on his truck and stuff, he used to have a Jeep before. Every time we'd meet new people, they'd always be like, oh, I thought you were from Guam. And I'm like, no, I'm from here. He's from Guam. He's an islander, a Chamorro, but he's like pulls the white side. So everybody's always trips out when they find out that he's Chamorro. How did you feel about him joining the military? Well, he was already in the military when I met him, so I had a lot of respect for him for that. Where did your spouse go to basic training? He told me, but I totally forgot. I mean, I don't know, somewhere. Has your spouse ever been deployed? Yes, he has. I think it was about a month after we started dating. He deployed to Afghanistan for a year. So that was pretty hard, but halfway through his deployment he did have R&R and we met up in Guam, and that was where we got married. Have you ever been to his promotion ceremony? Yes, I have been to 2 of his promotion ceremonies, his E5 as well as his E6, and I got to change all his pins and all that. Number 9. How long have you been a military wife? As long as we were married, so going on 6 years. Did you marry him before or after he joined? I pretty much already answered that. He was already in the military when we met, so when we got married he was already in. How did your husband propose? Okay, so he pretty much always knew he wanted to marry me. When we were first dating, we were together not even for a month yet. It was before he deployed, and he went to the store to get us some snacks, and he came back to his barracks. He was like, oh, I got you a surprise. And I was like, okay, what is it? And he pulled out, he got on his knee, he pulled out a ring pop, and he said, will you marry me? And I was like, with a ring pop, really? I know I just ruined the moment, but yeah, we pretty much talked about marriage already before he left. A lot of people were like, oh, you guys are talking about marriage already? You guys only have been together for, you know, a month or 2 months, and he left for deployment. And I was like, hey, when you know, you know. And we are here almost 6 years later in our marriage, and 2 kids, a dog, 4 rats. You know, when you know, you know. But it's working out pretty good for us, and we are still so madly in love with each other. I hope he is. Where did you get married? We got married in Guam, like I said. I think it, God, I'm gonna murder this. Asan Bay Overlook, Asan Bay, something like that. It was like a cliff. How old were you when you got married? I was 21. I know I just turned 21 when he deployed, and then I met him in Guam, so I was able to, you know, celebrate after the marriage. And he was 23, going on 23, I think. Yeah. Did he wear his uniform on our wedding day? No, he did not. We just had like a really little formal thing with his family. It was just way too blazing hot. We were just sweating. It was so hot, but it was just a little thing. We didn't, you know, have all the money in the world. We got married with our promise rings. It was just like a really intimate thing, and we both enjoyed it that way. Where are you and your spouse currently stationed? Right now we are stationed in Fort Bragg, but we live off post because our dog, which is a Doberman, is a restricted breed on base, so we live off base. How long were you married when you had to go through your first separation? Separation as in divorce or deployment? Because we're still married. If it's deployment wise, then we weren't married. We were only dating for like a month before he left. But we aren't separated. We're still happily married. Oh my gosh, I totally skipped question number 16, which is, do you live on base? And I pretty much answered that, right? What is your favorite base so far? This is our first duty station, like, together. When we met and got married, he was stationed in Hawaii, which is where I lived. I mean, I guess you could count that, but as far as moving away from home, this is our first base, and it's all right. Do you think your spouse looks good in his uniform? What kind of question is that? Of course I do. I think I'm just like, when I see him in his uniform, I'm just like, ooh, girl, back off. You better back off. That is my man. Keep away. Literally, when he's in his uniform, I cannot stop staring at him. He is just so damn sexy. I just want to slice of that. Not the slice, I want the whole thing. Do you think military life is more advanced than civilian life? I don't necessarily think that military life is more advanced. I think more so the good thing is like the benefits, like health benefits and all that. But as far as pay, for the amount of work that they do, the amount of hours that they put in, it's really not worth it. Do you like the benefits you receive as a military dependent? I mean, I still have to pay like the co-payment for dental, let me see, my vision. I have to go see an eye doctor all the time. I still have to pay for that. I still have to pay for like prescriptions and stuff. But I mean, I guess I don't really pay attention to that stuff. So like, oh, my husband's pay and everything, I don't ask him about it because it's, you know, that's him. I kind of just, I feel like it's not my money. He's the one that's working for it. So you know, I just don't ask about it. He tells me, but I'm just, sorry guys, I'm so bad at this. Do you have a lot of military wife friends? I have met a few people that I really end up like caring for that are in the military or that was in the military. I feel like it's very, I'm not trying to be, you know, cruel or anything. How should I put this? Some of them got, you know, a stanky attitude, and they just feel so entitled to be in the military, and that's not me. You know, I was not raised that way. I didn't come from a military family, so I like to meet, you know, those down-to-earth wives, but some of them got an attitude, and your girl's gonna fix it, you know? Stick around and I'll fix it. What is the hardest part of the military life? Right now, currently, since I had to move away from home for the first time in my life, I want to say being away from family and friends. I've never had to experience that before. I never thought I would have, but my husband's career is, you know what I mean? It's his career. I'm going to support him. He got orders to leave, and as scared as I was going to go with him. So hardest part is definitely being away from my family and friends. Do I miss them? Hell yeah. If I could go back, I totally would, but I'm making the most of it. Do you own military wife stuff? No. I am so proud to say that I am his wife and that he is in the military and that he is, you know, defending our country and fighting for our freedom and all that good stuff. But am I gonna boast and brag? Hey, I'm a military wife. I get all of these, you know, I don't know. It's just not me. I'm not gonna boast about it. If somebody asks me, hey, is your husband in the military? I'll be like, oh yeah, he is. I'm proud of him for being in the military, but I'm just not like military wife purse, military car sticker, military wife license plate. I can't do that. Do you support your spouse as a member in the military? 100% yes, I do. That was the last question, and I'm so glad it was the last one because I'm not good at questions. But yes, I am 100% his biggest supporter. His entire family, they're just so supportive of him being in the military. We are all so proud of him. He really does work so hard. Any position that he holds, he has people looking up to him, asking him questions. He's very organized. He's very good at what he does. You know, he just knows how to take charge, and it shows because people follow him. People ask him for advice and how to do things. I am his #1 supporter. I love him so much. I'm so proud of everything that he does. I just love how hard he works, not only in the military, but also for his family. You know, he tells me I do a lot around the house, but even on tired days, he'll come home and he'll still do things. He'll still play with the kids, and I just love him so much. I'm so proud of him. And that was it for the military spouse tag. I'm not sure how I answered those questions, but hopefully you guys kind of got a taste of me and my husband and our relationship and how it ties into the military and all that. I'm just not a really experienced military spouse. I mean, we were married for a while, but I'm not really like totally into like knowing everything, and I don't know. I need to stop because I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I hope you guys enjoyed this military spouse tag. If you guys did, go ahead, hit that subscribe button like I said. Join my little Ohana. I love that you guys are all here right now. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a great day or night wherever you are. Don't forget, you are so beautiful, and I love you guys so damn much. And until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video, guys. Aloha!